राम कली महला पंजमा, इस पानी ते जिन तो करया, माटी काले देहरा करया, उकत जोत लय सुरत परीखया, मात गर्भ में जिन तू राखया, राखन हार संहार जना, सगले छोड़ विचार मना रहा। The God has created your body from water, and then with a combination of 5 elements like earth, this human frame was formed. Then the God enlightened you with understanding and made you active to function as a living being with His light, His soul within you. He has protected you all the time in the mother's womb. Try to maintain that God protector prime soul within yourself. O my mind, forget about everything else, accept God's true name. Pause. जिन दिए तुध बाप में तारी, जिन दिए प्रात पुतहारी, जिन दिए तुध बनिता और मीता, तिस ठाकुर को रख ले हो चीता। जिन दिया तुध पवन अमोला, जिन दिया तुध नीर निर्मोला, जिन दिया तुध पावक बलना, तिस ठाकुर की रहो मन सरना। O mortal, try to inculcate the love of God in your heart, who has blessed you with the care and love of your mother and father during the childhood, then provided you with brothers and sons as your caretakers, and then provided you with love of your wife and friends. O my mind, remain in the refuge of the lotus feet of true Master, who has bestowed you with this invaluable air along with pure and invaluable boon of water without any cost, and the facility of burning fire of various functions. छत्ती अमृत जिन पूजन दिए, अंतर थान ठहरावन कौ किए, बसुधा दियो बर्तन बलना, तिस ठाकुर के चित रख चरना। O mortal, the God has provided you with delicious foods of variety of types, the 36 types of them, and has provided many countries, continents, and islands for your stay. He has also provided this land for your comfortable stay, so you should always take refuge at His lotus feet by reciting true name with devotion. पेखन कौ नेत्र सुनन कौ करना, हस्त कमावन बासन रसना, चरण चलन कौ सिर कीनो मेरा, मन तिस ठाकुर के पूजो पैरा। O mortal, the God has bestowed on you these eyes for seeing the beauty, and ears to listen to others, hands for earning your living, and the nose for smelling fragrant smells, along with the tongue for tasting delicious foods. O my mind, let us worship the lotus feet of true Master, who has given the feet for walking and the head as the master of the whole body. अपवित्र पवित्र जिन तू करया, सगल जोन में तू सिर तरया, अब तू सीज पावे नहीं सीजै, कारज सवरै मन प्रभ त्याई जय। O mortal, the God has purified you from impure things by giving a beautiful body, a human body, out of impure factors, and made you as the king, the master of all forms of life, all animals, and the life in this world. Now it depends upon you whether you want to attain salvation or not, but your life will be fruitful only when you will worship the God with love and devotion. Iau hai keohi, जतकत देखिए तत तत तोही, तिस सेवत मन आलस करे, जिस विसरिए एक निमख ना सरे, हम अपराधी निर्गुण आरे, ना किछ सेवा ना कर मारे, गुर बहु वड भागे मिलया, नानक दास संग पाथर तरया. There's only one true master, king of both the worlds here and hereafter, and we could perceive the same God pervading everywhere, wherever we look around. O mortal, why do you feel lazy and lethargic in serving the true master, as without his service you cannot exist even for a moment? O Nanak, we are great sinners without possessing any virtues. Neither we could serve the God, nor we perform any virtuous deeds. But we have been fortunate enough to have the company of guidance of the Guru, the ship of safety, and even stones like us could cross this ocean of life successfully with the help of Guru, who is the ship of safety. राम कली महला पंजमा, काहू बिहावे रंग रस रूप, काहू बहावे माए बाप भूत, काहू बिहावे राज मिलखवा पारा, संत बिहावे हर नाम धारा, रचना साच बनी सबका एक तनी रहाओ. Some people spend this life in enjoying the worldly pleasures, beauty, and other charming things of life, whereas some others spend this life in the service of mother, father, and the son. Some people spend this life in amassing wealth and enjoying riches through business dealings, whereas saints, they spend their life in reciting true name. The worldly creation on this earth is all through God's creation only, as the God is the true master of the whole world. Pause. Kahu bihave bedurabad, kahu bihave rasna sad, kahu bihave lapat sanganari, sant rache keval naam murari. Some people spend this life in wrangles or fruitless discussions of the Vedas, while some others spend this life in enjoying delicious foods to satisfy their tongue. There are some others who waste this life engrossed in the love of others, whereas the saints are always immersed in reciting true name of God, Murari, thus leading a fruitful life. Kahu bihave khelat juwa, काहू बिहावे अमली हुआ, काहू बिहावे पर दरब चुराए, हर जन बिहावे नाम ध्याए, काहू बिहावे जोग तप पूजा, काहू रोग सोग पर मीजा, काहू पवन तार जात बिहाए, संत बिहावे कीर्तन गाए. Some people, they are busy spending this life in gambling, while some others are busy in drug addiction during this life. Some people are wasting life in stealing others' wealth, whereas the holy saints, they spend this life fruitfully in reciting God's true name. Some people spend this life in performing yoga, penance, and worship, while some other waste this life in sufferings, afflictions, sorrow, or whims and doubts and dull-mindedness. Some people spend this life in yogic exercises like stopping the breath or other kind of rituals. The holy saints, however, utilize their life for singing the praises of God through Guru's word. Kahu bihave din rain chalat, काहू बिहावे सो पिड़ मालत, काहू बिहावे बाल पड़ावत, संत बिहावे हर जस गावत. Some people spend their lives in wandering and roaming around by day and night, while some others are engaged in occupying positions for war in the battlefields. Some people are busy in life in teaching the children, whereas holy saints use this life fruitfully by singing the praises of God. Kahu bihave nat natik nirte, kahu bihave jiya khirte, काहू बिहावे राज में डरते, संत बिहावे हर जस करते. Some people waste this life in performing magical tricks or in dancing around, engrossed in vicious actions. Some people are engrossed in murders and killings, and some others are busy in life in protecting their kingdom with fear of losing it, whereas the holy saints are fruitfully engaged in singing the praises of God. Kahu bihave mata masurat, kahu bihave seva jarurat, kahu bihave sodad jivat, sant bihave har ras pivat. Some people spend their lives in giving advice or consultations, whereas some others are busy in essential services. Some people engage themselves in maintaining this body, whereas the other holy saints, they are busy in partaking the nectar of God's true name. जित को लाया तित ही लगाना, ना को मूड़ नहीं को स्याना, कर कृपा जिस देवै नाम, नानक ताकै बल बल जाओ. The whole world is engaged in various avocations and functions as directed by the God as per His will, as it pleases Him. By someone's own efforts, no one could become wiser or function as a fool. O Nanak, I would offer myself as a sacrifice to such person who is blessed with the treasure of true name through God's grace. Ram Kali Mahalla Panjama, Dava Agan Rahe Har Boot, Mat Garabh Sankat Te Chhoot, Jaka Naam Simrat Pao Jaye, Taise Sant Jana Rakhe Har Raye, ऐसे राखन हार दयाल, जत गत देखो तुम प्रतिपाल राव. The God protects His saints against various suffering, just as some plants are left safe even when the fire is in the jungle destroying whole forest, or the child is saved from the pangs of the mother's womb, and the fear of death is cast away by reciting true name. O true Master, wherever I look around, I perceive you sustaining the whole world, as the God benefactor is a protector and sustainer everywhere. Pause. Jal pivat jyoti khamitant, tan bigsai grahe avat kant, lobi ka tan prana dhar, tyon har jan har har naam pyar. O Vaheguru, your saints are imbued with your love, just as the thirst is quenched by drinking water, or the woman is pleased when her spouse comes back home, or the greedy person is pleased with amassing wealth. Kirsani jo rakhe rakhwala, mat pita daya jo bala, pritam dekh pritam mil jaye, त्यों हर जन राख है कंठ लाए. God protects His saints by keeping them in His embrace, just as the farmer looks after his crop, and mother or father protect their child through their benevolent care, and the friend loves to greet friend on meeting with them. ज्यों अंधले बेखत होए आनंद, गूंगा बकत गावे बहु छंद, पिंगल पर्वत परते पार, हर कै नाम सगल धार. O true Master, everyone enjoys the bliss and attains salvation by reciting true name, just as a blind man enjoys the bliss of sight by seeing, or a dumb person feels happy on getting back his speech and sings songs, or a lame person enjoys the pleasure of crossing a mountain. ज्यों पावक संग सीत को नास, ऐसे प्राचत संग संग विनाश. ज्यों साबुन का पर उजल होत, नाम जपत सब भ्रम पव खोत. ज्यों चकवी सूरज की आस, ज्यों चात्रिक बूंद की प्यास. ज्यों कुरंक नाद करन समाने, त्यों हर नाम हर जन मने सुखाने. By reciting true name, we could cast away our doubts and fear complex, just as fire casts away the effect of cold weather, or the sins are cast away in the company of holy saints, or soap washes away the dirt of clothes. O true Master, the saint is pleased with your true name and enjoys reciting it, just as a bird chakwi is always longing for the sunrise, or papaya is longing for the raindrop, and the deer enjoys the sound of hunter's drum. तुमरी कृपा ते लागी प्रीत, दयाल भय ताए चीत, दया तारी तिन तारण हार, बंधन ते होई छुटकार, सब थान देखे नैण लोए, तिस बिन दूजा वर्ण कोय, प्रम पै छूटे गुर प्रसाद, नानक पेख्यो सब विस्माद. It is through your grace that we have developed your love, and we remember you when your grace and benevolence is bestowed on us. When God blessed us with His grace, we got emancipated from the worldly bondage. O Vaheguru, I have seen the whole world with my eyes, but there is no one else on par with you. By God's grace, we could get rid of the fear of cycle of rebirths. O Nanak, I have perceived the same blissful God pervading everywhere and in all the beings.